Okay, yesterday I was proven to be wrong about what was it? Oh, IPv6, IPv4, that whole bit. All right, I got audio confirmation, but
DougBot said, hi, how you doing?
yeah, well, I had audio confirmation, then speaker bot confirmation. I think I said that wrong. Oh boy, how does that bode for today? I think when I heard my voice, I said I got speaker bot confirmation. No, that was audio. Anyway, whatever. So yesterday I was sort of proven wrong about my understanding of IPv4 on the local side of the network and communicating with IPv6 outside the network. But no, I was not wrong. There was some basis in fact to my position, but I'm not going to talk about that today. That's tomorrow. That's a hook for tomorrow. My brain is fried right now with doing some deeper digging into IPv6, IPv4, and 7-layer OSI model, and let's see, Copilot, 2 different products, and what was that? Remote desktop connection, 2 different products. I need an easier Friday. I want an easier Friday. Okay, be honest in chat. How many of you, one in chat, during the trailer, for those of you who saw the trailer, were you bouncing around to the song? Did it get to you? Just even a little bit? 0 if no, it didn't affect you at all. Do I have the right? Oh, I don't even have a link in what you may call it, the video description. That's how bad my mind is right now. I don't even have a link in the video description for the trailer. So I will go fix that. Then I'm going to come over. Let's see, I'm going to deal with some video comments. I do have a couple emails from people in the community, but they're not going to be part of the show. They are communications to me, so I'm just acknowledging that I got those, and thank you for those. Now, let's see. Where do I go get that trailer? Because I've got too much to do after the show to get this fixed. So when I go look at my YouTube history, if you actually played the trailer, when you go look at your YouTube history, you will get the link to the actual trailer. So that way you can actually get to the trailer itself. So here I'm going to copy that link. And I'll come over here in today's show. I might skip a word once in a while. You know what I mean. I tried to skip the word to in that last phrase. And it does not need the stuff, the question mark or the stuff after that to get people to the trailer. That was just the fun, entertaining trailer that should make you bounce around a bit. Video comments. Here's one from Carrie Holzman. There is a great video, and this was from a show that had to do about VPNs, and I changed the title of that live stream. Are they worth all the hype? And he says, there is a great video about the general public's misunderstanding what VPNs do from the well-respected Kit Boga. I like him as well. I also recommend a YouTube search of VPN scam exposed in great detail over literally dozens of YouTube content creators and security experts. My understanding is that basically what that's after is how the marketing of the VPN services are just totally overboard and not completely overstating what they do for you. During this show, we talked about what they do for you and why you might be interested in using it. I didn't really specifically address the over exuberant marketing of those services. And I think this is Carrie cluing me in that that's really what he was reacting to when he had been talking about it at some point when somebody asked to put a comment asking about his comments. Thank you for that, Carrie. You know what? Yesterday, I never even got around to doing the timestamp for Ran Israel, and I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit overwhelmed with my things to do list, so I'm going to skip it. Tropic Vibe, and this is regarding the Yahoo, yeah, the old Yahoo. I have not read all of the comments that have come on that video, because once Yahoo took that capability away, I just started thumbing them and hearting them, and I still have intention to go back and research the issue. That has generated a lot of comments. This one says, hello and thanks for your post. Hope you found a workaround, as the switch setting seems to have disappeared. Yes, and such a shame that Yahoo stopped so low to fit. It's Friday, okay? Get over it. Yahoo stopped so low to fix something that needed no fixing, changed something that needed no changing, and was already working. Good and quite functional. Bored, miserable miscreants. How do you really feel? Sorry for my language. This is spoken out of frustration. I have been there. I know the sensation very well. Many people in chat know that sensation. My deduction is that the reason they did that is because they needed to start over from scratch. The company has been bought out, I believe, by other entities. So maybe they just needed to get it cleaned up, and it was just such a programmatical mess that they needed to wipe everything and start from scratch. I suspect that was what was going on. But I'm just going to thumbs up and heart it. I'm not going to give them a timestamp because I haven't said anything useful for that person. And I will just continue with the guilt, the tremendous guilt syndrome that I have promised people to pursue the subject more and have not done so yet. So those are all the comments. I don't have any other, well, I do have a couple of emails to deal with. And that's because I think it was somebody had provided a IPv6 server address for a puzzle. I'm not going to talk about that now. You're safe, Ken. You can stick around. I'm not going to talk about IPv6. But I think it might have been Wintermute that provided this. Hi, you, Wendy. Good to see you. And I just want to let him know that I did go play these puzzles. So here's my solution in 173 seconds for this puzzle. And I actually did, I've done 3 of them. Here's another one of them that I did in 162 seconds. Wait a minute, was that within a second of each other? Really? I'm gonna go back and look. 162. Oh no, like 11 seconds different, right? 173 seconds on the first one, 162 seconds on the second one. And that puzzle was over here. And I put in my name on my winning. Oh, this was the leaderboard that I looked at. Yeah, I'm not on the leaderboard, okay? Just no, not on the leaderboard. And how does that leaderboard have somebody did level 2 with 0 seconds? That's the first level, but how do you do in 1 second? I sense there's something cheating there. I don't know about that. Just checking to make sure that's the link. Yeah, that's the link. So you click on these boxes to make things go. There's no instructions. At least I didn't find any instructions. And that's the way games are these days, right? It used to be we would buy a game, a table game from somewhere, bring it home, you get the family together or friends together, and you want to start playing this game. How many? Let's see. So I'm going to ask for another one. No, let's put a different numbers. Let's say 11 in chat. If you would often start playing the game only after reading the rules. 0 in chat if you would just start playing the game without reading the rules and make up your own rules as you go. 0 means you make up your rules as you go. On a table game, you don't read them. I think the game makers know we don't need no stinking rules. So they just, it's just discovery. You got to figure it out. Wintermute comes in with the 0. Ken Stout with a 12. Let's see. I said 11 for the one side and 0 for the other. And Ken says 12. That makes sense. Ken Stout in chat saying, make up your own rules. Let's see. I've got to go over here and let's pop out chat. Yeah, we played some table games, my daughter, my grandson, and I, and he always wants to make up the rules. Make up your own rules. You know, much like LWT equals DB. It's a hyphen, not an equal, and he's just making fun of me. Oh, the puzzle site was from Gary. Thank you, Wintermute. To be fair, AI put the 12 in just as you spoke. About 11 mere milliseconds, maybe even milliseconds. Because see, there's a couple of 1s right in there in the word milli. There's uppercase ones and there's lowercase ones in the word milli. Fat fingers, not making fun. I guess that means he meant to put 11. To be fair, AI or Al or I think that's AI. To be fair, I put the 12 in just as you spoke about 11. He was predicting that I was going to use 12 as the alternate number. All right, we're going to hang out in chat because I just don't have the mental energy to get deeper than that. Rock and roll, John Williams, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Great trailer. She looks much better than Tim Cruise did. Granted that. In high entertainment value. Let's see. John Williams, Steve Dodd, Steve McCure. Rick Lake, Selden Ball, otherwise known as Celestia Guru. Ha. Are you proud of me? Huh? Are you proud of me? Selden Ball, exclamation mark. Why? Are you proud of me? Celestial, Selden Ball. Did I just say Celestian Ball? Selden Ball, aka Celestia Guru. I got you. Phil Stodd, hello. Jeff Ryman, hi there.
Why, certainly.
Why, certainly, Selden Ball says. Ken Stout, asking for points near the beginning of the show. See, that was before he said anything in chat. And I've already told him. I've already explained it. I've already explained that. Who is first? Okay, here's DougBetts started. Now, this is going to be interesting. Selden Ball got in just before the DougBot messages. Now, the reset occurs at the beginning of the show, but Selden Ball is showing 8:59, so I do not think Selden Ball is going to be first on the credits. It would be Phil Stodd. I think he did that yesterday. Wasn't it Phil Stodd that did that yesterday? All right, and so his points started accumulating before anybody else's points started accumulating because he was first, and it does record your chat messages, including down to the second. It doesn't use just this minutes. So this is when I was asking about the trailer. So Steve McCure says the trailer did get him bouncing. Jeff, -0? I don't know. Selden, 0.5. John Williams, 0. Oh, you that really didn't get you moving, huh? Did not see, cannot see. It's a Doug thing. Did not see the trailer? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Steve McCure actually got into playing an air guitar during the trailer. Awesome. I'm going to switch mice. There we go. Ski Man, Rick Lakes. Making lunch, listening on cell phone. Ski Man to Rick says, hey, Rick, good to see you. Winter Mute. Winter Mute feeling better today. Ken has climbed the ladder up to 250 points. I'm still kicking. Ski Man, I'm still kicking about Wintermute. I'm glad you're feeling. I'm still kicking about Wintermute. I'm glad you're feeling better. I think I'm still kicking. Ski Man saying he's still up and about. Oh, yeah. Should we go do a puzzle? Do you give me an exclamation mark Y if you want me to go demonstrate doing a puzzle live, unscripted? Is it unrehearsed if I've already done it before? Oh, if you got a question in chat, today would be a great time to do it because
yes, affirmative.
I don't have anything else up my sleeve. So I'd need to chill. To be fair, yeah, but yeah, we talked about that. And John Williams is saying yes. Ski Man is saying exclamation mark live. I'll take that to be an exclamation mark Y. He said, put in a number and let's go with a different number. Scary. I said 12. You said 11. Ah, I have a doctor appointment to see about that. And Israel catching up in DVR mode. Okay. T14. Timestamp 14. Yeah, whatever. All right, loops over here. Okay. Oh, see, it's already up to 121 seconds. I haven't been working on it yet. So can I just refresh the page to start over? Yeah, here we go. Level 5. All right, so we got to turn that one around there. Turn this around to perhaps here. Turn this one this way. Turn this one to come down this road. And then let's see, we'll turn this one. No, that's not going to work. This one around this way will work. This one around this way. We'll attach those two. Put this through here. Put this through here. Put that through there. And then this one comes around to here. This one turns up. And then this one, let's see, where can we get that to? Oh, this comes around this way. Boom. Done. 45 seconds. DougBetts. There you go. Beat that time. On level 5. Level 5, I think, is higher. And I did not do the hints. I did not do the hints. Submit that. There you go. And then level 6. Level 6, isn't that some kind of a, I don't know, spy organization or something? Ski Man says impressive. Alrighty then. Got 11 minutes to go. Any other comments I have to make? Let's see. I've got this weekend. Yeah, I've on tap this weekend. I'm going to a client's office. They want me to move a computer that is used only for remote access to a different room because they want to use the room that this was in and turn it into a small conference room. They asked me to move it up to the front, to the reception area. Well, that already has 2 computers. I don't think I have another network outlet up there, and I really don't want to put a switch in up there because there's servers up there. I don't want to go through an extra hop. We could. They have an equipment room where their patch panel is and their battery backup is, and what else is in there? Their, what is it? They got some other, I guess it's their alarm system. Anyway, it's this equipment room that's kind of like a long walk-in closet, but it's in an office. So it's longer than a normal walk-in closet. And I said, well, how can I put it in there? And he said, well, that might be a little difficult because it's a little cluttered. And so I said, well, I could put it in one of the other internal offices where there is an extra network connection. It doesn't need a monitor, keyboard, mouse. So I'll be working on that. And then they also have a piece of software that is being discontinued. It's a vertical market law office software. It's going to be discontinued. They want me to figure out, can I back that up somehow or make it somehow accessible for them down the road? They haven't figured out what they're going to use as a replacement yet. So that's on my those two are on my tab for this weekend. Then also I have two computers out there. I'll get right to that, Ken. Almost right to it. Sort of right to it. I'll get to it later. Just going to finish this one other thought. If I can keep the thought long enough. Yeah, I have two computers out there in two separate offices where with the recent Windows updates, they access scan folders on the Office copy machine using SMB, and I had to enable that technique that Kerry Holzman discovered. That I just go through GP Edit to do it because they're all Windows Pro computers, and I enable insecure connections. And I can even talk them through that by phone, but I don't use the PowerShell way of doing that because I can't recite that over the phone, and I don't want to talk somebody through that anyway. But anyway, I got two computers through that. That did not solve the problem for them. So I got to dig a little deeper and figure out what's going on there. All right, so now I'll come over here to Kenzie says C920. Here, this one. I do have a serious tech question. Do I believe it? I have not read the rest of that yet. Do I believe it's a serious tech question, or is he trolling me? Statistically, from past experience, he's trolling me. It's not a serious tech question. I thought about bringing my Windows 10 up to date to Windows 11. However, it seems a clean install is being recommended. What are your thoughts? It depends upon your circumstances. It's a serious question. All right. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Whoops, not that way. I'm gonna do it. Indeed, I'm gonna do it. He's asking a serious question, an actual tech question. He's not punking me. Add points. Let's see. Not many people are going to get this. It's just because he is such a troll. All right. I'm going to give you some points there. You got the points. Windows 10 up to date to Windows 11. If you're having any troubles with your Windows 10 computer, then yes, I would agree, do a fresh install. Or that is on the side of the balance, the scale, to say, yeah, do a fresh install. However, if it means you have to do a lot of reinstalls and fixing configuration settings after reinstalling your application programs that you don't want to do, then that would be a reason on the side of doing an in-place upgrade. Are there any other elements for recommending it? Now, if you have drivers installed for your Windows 10 computer, you could export those drivers before doing the fresh install of Windows 10. Otherwise, you're going to have to go whatever. Hi there, Stormy. You're going to have to go through whatever installations of those drivers, such as go to the motherboard manufacturer and whatever other devices you have, and install those drivers. It's quicker and easier to do an in-place upgrade unless your computer has problems. Now, here's something that I would suggest. Whichever way you decide to go, make a full image backup just prior to performing the upgrade. Or if you have a prior image backup and you just do a differential backup just before doing the upgrade, that'd be fine too. So those are my thoughts. Here's another thought about Ken upgrading his computer. No, No, get someone else to do it. Get someone else to do it.
Read chat, please.
That's another thought. Yeah, there you go. Have Josh do it. That would be safer. Uh-oh, where was I? Oh, that was here. I was here. See, this scroll wheel works so much better, but the mouse just jumps around so far. Steve McCure. Why is a clean install being recommended over updating the current install? Was the BIOS in legacy mode? You can convert a Windows installation from a BIOS legacy mode to a UEFI mode. It can be done. And that's a good point, Steve. Thank you for asking that. Whoever's recommending it, why are they recommending it? They may have some other legitimate reason for saying it. I do not like blanket recommendations. Blanket recommendations. I do not like SAM-IAM. Take a shower before you work on your PC. Hello, Alice. Nice to see you. Ken to Steve. Apparently, Microsoft itself recommends that. Yeah, that's a broad whole world recommendation. Without specifics, I wouldn't take anyone's just broad, very generalized recommendation. Microsoft is not the end all, be all of how to do things. No, just no. In case anyone thinks I'm a Microsoft fanboy. There she is again. Hi. Jeff to Steve. Microsoft's now recommending clean install for Windows 11. All other factors aside, it's a reasonable recommendation. But there are reasons why, in a specific circumstance, there are valid reasons to argue against that. We should ask. I just mentioned, when whoever's recommending it, ask them, why are you recommending it? Have you found anything about why Microsoft is recommending it? If you look at their specific reasons, somewhere is the correct way to say that. Their specific reasons for recommending clean install. When you look at their specific reasons, you can say, yeah, I don't really fall into that, or I have other circumstances. You can override their specific reasons. Steve Dodd and Steve McCure and statistics just changed for Ken Stout. Yeah, that skewed the statistics about my past experience with Ken Stout. If you ever want to see somebody beat up on me, ridicule me, go watch the Ken Stout live show. I used to say the Ken Stout live show is a show about nothing. Is it really? Is it becoming a show about ridiculing Live Windows Training DougBetts? I don't know if we're quite there yet. Points. Jeff Ryman, Microsoft now recommends a clean install and upgrade will not activate some security function. And the other reason that they recommend it is that an in-place upgrade will retain some of the old things that you like. And a fresh install is going to get rid of those old things. And Microsoft doesn't want you to have those old things. Maybe. Hi, Princess. Is there an ulterior motive behind that? An upgrade will not activate some security function. Oh yeah, I think that is the case about, let's see, in particular, I'm not sure that I'm right about this. Somebody might be able to affirm it. I want to say it was in, yeah, maybe core isolation or security processor. It's not, I don't think it matters regarding drive encryption. Seems like there was some other place that in some instances, I'm not sure that it's always the case, would need a fresh install. All right, well, let's ask this. Let's ask this. There's my half-hour bell. There's no bell. Go to this Copilot, not the other Copilot, and then do a new chat. I should have taken that off screen when I went to there, although that didn't come up with the chat. It just needs to be my regular thing to be careful how I do things. Oh, that's interesting. That copy actually included John's info. Was that actually? No, that was Jeff Ryman. Why did that come up with? What? Why did that come up with John Williams? Was he after? Oh, I highlighted too much. That's why. That's why. Okay, so what does it say? It seems Microsoft is emphasizing the importance of a clean installation for certain scenarios, especially when it comes. Oh, I didn't say that that was Windows 11. Especially when it comes to activating specific security features or ensuring optimal performance. A clean install involves erasing the existing system and starting fresh. Thank you for that explanation of the word clean. Duh. Which can help avoid compatibility issues or leftover files from previous installations. Or leftover features that you had previously. If you're considering this, make sure to back up all your important data beforehand. Didn't someone just say that? As a clean install will wipe everything on the drive. You can find detailed instructions on how to perform a clean install of Windows 11 on Microsoft's official support page. Whoops, what happened? Am I that far behind? Ugh. All of Ken's computer have issues. Yeah, their main issue is the meat sack at the keyboard. Every one of his computers has the same meat sack at the computer, at the keyboard, doing the same stuff. I can't catch up with all this. Is there a MS Apple program? Is that a serious question? I'm not sure what you mean. Windows has doesn't it have some kind of an Apple emulation? Or is it the other way around, that Apple has a Windows emulation? Meat sack. There's a slab of steak there. Wondering, what is a meat sack? You haven't consumed much sci-fi that deals with AI. If you go consume some content, movies or books that have to do with AI taking over the world, you should come against the term meat sack. Ken has a computer expert in Arkansas, Bill Gates. Oh, Robert. Hello, Robert. I don't think I've seen you for a while. Nice to see you. Bill Gates' grandson in Arkansas. People who have been around the community a while know who that is referring to. Put in chat if you want to see the Doug trailers return on Monday. Oh, I think he was referring to the Ken Stout live show, not my show, not my show. He's saying, because he has suspended the Doug trailers from his show a little bit. Oh, put A in chat. Ski Man put A. Chris put A. I thought he just missed putting a number. So he's saying, no, put the letter A. A. Fonzie. A. A. I don't think I can impersonate that. Get out of here, Doug. You are just rambling now. There's no point to continue. You have totally trashed the nature of this show today. You can put a question. You can send a question to me. Put a question. You can send a question to me by email for myself in the chat room to respond to about issues, troubles that you're having with your Windows-based computer. You can include screenshots. You can include extra background information. We will do our level best to help you with whatever issue that you're having difficulties with. You can do the same as a comment on a video, except that you can't include pictures, right? And what else am I supposed to say here? I don't remember. Hey, all right. Have a great Friday, everybody. Planning the regular show time tomorrow. Catch you later. Goodbye.
That's all, folks.
Tune in 6 days a week for Windows support, the help you seek. Send an email, leave a comment, join the chat. Our tech-savvy crew is where it's at. Not just me, but a whole community, helping you solve tech mysteries. With friends who are here almost every day, we love to chat and help you find your way. So subscribe now, be part of the team, for Windows support and more than you've dreamed. Join the fun, don't miss a single stream. At LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts or simply where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Tune in 6 days a week for Windows support, the help you seek. Send an email, leave a comment, join the chat. Our tech-savvy crew is where it's at. Not just me, but a whole community, helping you solve tech mysteries. With friends who are here almost every day, we love to chat and help you find your way. So subscribe now, be part of the team, for Windows support and more than you've dreamed. Join the fun, don't miss a single stream. At LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts or simply more deeply VB, where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme.